Hey guys, Jeff here, Die Setters. So I'm going to go over a throw that doesn't seem to work very well for this table, but that doesn't mean that you can't take it to the casino and might work for you. Every table is different. The guy who's going to sit there and build my table for my shop, I took him around to 4 different tables, and he knows how to die set. He does fantastic. He does great at my table, and I took him to Boulder Station. I took him to Westgate. I took him to the Link. I took him to one other one, and I'm always asking him, what do you think? And he's like, man, each table is different. And so if each table is different, why would you sit there and use the same die set at each table? Because each die set won't work all around. So there will be die sets that won't work for your table, but will work for the casino table. So this is one, it should work really well. We'll give it a shot, try and see what you think. This one here is, the setup is going to be what's called a hardway 7. So that means that you're going to have the 4 and 3 on one side. Oops, I have it all set the same way. The 4 and 3 on one side and the 4 and 3 on the other side. It doesn't matter which one you use, 4, 3, it doesn't really matter. But you're going to grip it on the edges, so cut edge. You're going to stick it into the table, and then you're going to sit there and roll it out. And your landing zone needs to be approximately about here. You're going to put a small reverse rotation on it as it comes out and hits the table. We'll see what happens. That one, my landing zone was not on, but I got an 8 nonetheless. If your landing zone is perfect, you should be hitting 4s, 9s, and 10s. But I'll be happy with anything but a 7. Oh no, I just jinxed myself. I said that horrible word. Into the table. 2 aces in different places. What's funny is that when I took them to those casinos, I definitely have a preference over which table, I like to play at, which table. It really doesn't matter about the dealers. Yeah, there are some goofy dealers that can ruin your day. Let's put it that way. It's not that they will ruin your day. Anyone will ruin your day if you let them. That's a 10. But some tables that I hated, my friend also hated, and hated them for the same reason. And there were some other tables that he liked, and it was just the ones that he likes and the ones that I like are always easier to roll. Let's put it that way. You don't have to think too hard about rolling. And of course, that's what craps is all about. Craps is having fun, winning money. If you're not winning money, I can definitely tell you, you won't be having too much fun. I think what gets me in trouble with this roll is that I'll put too much of an emphasis on the backspin, and I really shouldn't. That's a 5. But each table's different. And here's another thing. If you were really good at one table, and then you went back to visit it a month later and you're horrible at that table, maybe ask yourself, did they change anything? Just changing the weight of the dice. Midnight. These are the bigger ones. I do have a set of the smaller ones, and I hate using them just because I'm not as good with those dice as I am with the larger ones. But it could be as simple as the table you're playing at is using the lighter weighted dice. And we have another 6. So I had my friend sit there and play a game at the Boulder Station. The Boulder Station has really nice tables. Their tables are 16 foot. Of course, this one that I have is only 12. But they're so big. I call them aircraft carriers, because you're not going to park that like outside somewhere. You're not going to put it in your garage. It's just it's a big table. It's huge. And this one old man was rolling, and he was right there, and he was rolling the dice up into the the little turn, the little hook right there. And some people, man, when they start throwing in the hook, they do an awesome job. I don't know if I laid the 1 to the 5 or not. Nope, I didn't. And he sat there and played and played and played and got his all tall small and started all over again. And I had to explain to my buddy, who hasn't been around craps too often, but that's just one of the normal things. You could be screwed if you try to go, you know what, this guy's going to make it, and then he'll 7 out right away. Or you can just hop in and ride the wave. And we both saw what was going on. He had already ran out of his money, so he was playing with my money at the table, and he didn't want to use my money that way. And I didn't want to interrupt the guy who was throwing. But if I was sitting close enough to Russ, I would have sat there and said, you know, just throw the iron cross out of here or something, just so that we would have some money on the table in hopes that we would make something. But this guy, he must have rolled, I don't know, he rolled an awful lot of times. I'm thinking 30 or 40 times. But that's just the way it is. People that play craps and everyone at the table are all sitting there waiting for one thing. They're waiting for the long roll to happen. And you're going to be waiting an awful long time. Because sometimes the long roll never, ever happens. Or when it does happen, you're out of money. So you go, what do you do to overcome not having that long roll? You count how many short rolls you're going to have, take your money down, and play the short game. That's how you do it. My short game will sit there and win me $200 or $300. I don't have a problem with that. All I need is a 3 from my small. That shows you that's a pretty good dice set. When after just a couple of rolls, you already have everything filled out but one. That's what you're looking for. You're not rolling something consistently over and over and over again. There goes the 9. So now I'm missing 11. So 11 and 3 is all I'm needing. And like I said, this might not work for your table, but I guarantee it. You do this at a casino, you're gonna find that it's gonna work for you. Each casino is different. Each one uses a different padding. So we're going to be at Westgate on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you see me, stop me, scare me. If I'm rolling, sit there and go, I know you. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. We'll have a big party at Westgate at the table. I hope that Westgate doesn't do what they did last time. What they did last time was on Friday night and Saturday night, they would not take down their price of $20 down to $15. And they had both tables sitting at $20 minimum. And they had nobody playing. And it's just like, you know, come on, guys. If you see no one's playing at the table and everyone wants a cheaper price, you know, take one table down to a cheaper price. There's only one slot machine that is worth playing there. All the rest of the slot machines will take your money. You don't play slot machines at Westgate. Don't do it. You lose your money. So then you're like, okay, so I can't play slots, I can't play craps. Looks to me like it's a place to go somewhere different. But they don't have the well-known games there. They have ones, I don't know, it's kind of like the one from Chevy Chase and the Vacation to Las Vegas, you know, those games. I've never seen slot machine games like that. I mean, yeah, they've got their Wheel of Fortune, you won't win anything. And they've got other ones that you won't win anything, but they've got a lot of ones that I've never heard of before. And when you go there, no one's playing. No one's playing. And if they are playing, they're not winning, I can tell you that. Fold. So I'll put a dollar chip because that was a come out roll. Still looking for a 11 and a 3. And I'm doing a lot better with this roll, and I'm not putting a lot of rotation on it. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not forcing a rotation on that. Or if you're not careful, you can really force a rotation on that just the way you're throwing it. It has a natural rotation. Of course, there'll be some people that sit there and say, well, you can just roll it however you want to, and your dice setting's not working. I would sit there and say, you know what? That's pretty bad if my dice setting is not working. And I've been rolling this many numbers so far. And they all say the same thing. Get cameras and slow down your thing and analyze it and see why it is. No. It's like breathing. Do I need to sit there and analyze oxygen going into my lungs and oxygen going out of my lungs to prove to you I'm breathing? No. You can see that I'm breathing. Just like you can see, I'm rolling. So we had a 7, and that 7 was that was without the point on. So that knocks all that down. I'm going to leave it as that. I'm going to show you what we've got. We've got 1, that's my come out point. I'm not going to count that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, come out. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and my roll's not done yet. That was a big, big money maker. Imagine if you had minimum on the 5, the 6, the 8, minimum on the field. That would catch that guy, that would catch these guys, that would catch that. That's how you do it. And it is dice setting. It's not whatever. And no, I'm not going to set up other cameras and analyze how it spins and go, yeah, and that's the reason why I didn't have a 7. No. It's just like breathing. I'm not dead. I'm breathing. Oxygen's entering. Oxygen's releasing. There's no sense to sit there and do a slow motion camera to make sure I'm breathing. Just like there's no reason to do a slow motion camera to show that 7s will come out, but look how many rolls it took for a 7 to come out. I mean, anything more than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. Anything more than 15's luck. So that was 5 on the luck side. But try it at your own table. Try it at the casinos. And if you happen to be in Vegas, say hi to me on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. My wife, my beautiful wife, who is over there, she'll be over there too. Say hi to us. You can even say hi to me at the table. It'll be really cool. Just say, hey, I know you. It's okay. Have a great one, guys. Share, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. See ya.